The fire needs the air.
22311 Sports Blog. A lot of news, a lot of shocking NBA news, but first to MLB. Albert Pujols commanding $30 million for about 10 years. To White Sox general manager, what he said was outrageous or asinine. That's really ridiculous. Not even Derek Jeter, when he was a Yankee, commanded that much money for that amount of years. He had a $189 million contract for 10 years. That's $18.9 million a year. That's not bad. $30 million, that's beyond just about everyone's salary in baseball for yearly. But moving on to NBA news. Two key things in NBA news to know about. Carmelo Anthony is your newest Knick. Deron Williams is your newest Net. These two has just switched teams in the past 2 days. Deron Williams was traded today. Carmelo was officially traded yesterday. And maybe in another video I'm going to dissect and analyze how those trades affect both teams. But in more NBA news, Michael Redd is back at practice. Everyone knows that Michael Redd is one of the stars of the Bucks, who the Knicks are playing tonight. And he's back at practice, so it doesn't mean he's going to be back playing, but he's been plagued with injuries for most of his career. Dwayne Wade had a sprained ankle in the All-Star game. He sat out for the rest of the All-Star game, but he was fine to play yesterday because he had 23 points. Tyreek Evans for the Sacramento Kings, it was out with a foot injury. I don't know what happened to Tyreek Evans. I don't know how he got the foot injury, but if I find out, I guess might tell you. And the Nets called off practice yesterday before they got Deron Williams because I guess they were angry that they didn't get Carmelo, and the Knicks did. And here are the games from around the league from NBA.com.
First day back after the All-Star break. 9 games in the NBA. DJ Augustine and the Charlotte Bobcats take down the Toronto Raptors by 13. Augustine, 23 points to lead the way. Indiana and Washington. This one was all Pacers. Danny Granger in a big double-double, 21 and 10, as the Pacers stay a game ahead of Charlotte for 8th in the Eastern Conference. In Detroit, Rockets and Pistons. Patrick Patterson had himself a good day. 20 points to lead the way. The Rockets get themselves an 8-point victory in the battle of current and former Tracy McGrady teams. Miami taking on the Sacramento Kings in the Big Three. Did a lot of damage in this one. Dwayne Wade, the easy steal and dunk there. 20-point win for Miami. The Big Three go for 76 on Tuesday night. Timberwolves in Milwaukee to take on the Bucks. Brandon Jennings ices the game with a couple of free throws down the stretch. Kevin Love did get his 43rd straight double-double. Jennings had 27 points as they go on for a 6-point win, does Milwaukee. Clippers at Oklahoma City. The Thunder had never beaten the Clippers in Oklahoma City. That would change tonight. Kevin Durant gets the putback there. Jeff Green led Oklahoma City to 22. Then Memphis at Denver. First game without Melo, Chauncey, and the rest of the gang. J.R. Smith. He likes to shoot, and he did it often. 6 threes on the night. And Denver, big effort, gets a 13-point win over the Grizzlies. Boston at Golden State. The Warriors have won 6 in a row at home against the Celtics. KG says it's not going to be 7. 24 and 12 for him. Rondo, 19 points and 15 dimes. And Boston wins in a round. And the nightcap, Lakers, Hawks at Staples. Kobe Bryant, the All-Star Game MVP, had 20 in this one as he got to rest late. A blowout win for the Lakers. They win by 24. Your daily zap for Tuesday, February 22nd.
And now I'm going to talk about, before I get to the All-Star Game, that's going to be in part 2, Hawks at Knicks. But first, some highlights from NBA.com.
Welcome back to Game Time. Atlanta and New York.
Throwbacks.
Stoudemire ready to go against Al Horford. They've been kind of snipping at each other.
All-stars.
Part of the reason why, well, that's not them, but it's their teammates, Sean Williams and Marvin Williams, going at it last time these two teams met. And when we say going at it, this ain't no baseball fight. They are throwing haymakers.
Well, they getting to know each other a little bit,
I
Mark.
thought they were related, though. Them both of them
Distant
last
cousins.
name Williams.
They distant cousins.
Apparently not. All right, let's see how it goes tonight. Landry Fields getting a rebound. Felton all the way, the other way, and one. Makes the free throw, 15-11.
Got to stop Jamal Crawford. Stop the ball.
Look at the hops here on Danilo.
I'm very impressed. Last year, we thought he was just a three-point shooter. This year, he's got a few of these dunks.
You like to see the improvement.
Look at this. Josh Smith is throwing the ball back to the official. Goes in the basket. They needed some more of those tonight, Atlanta. Mike Bibby's third three-pointer in the half. They're still down 6. There's Williams, 17 points on the night for him. Down 7, though. Amari. Now, sat out the last game with a sprained right big toe. There was some question, still is some question as to how much he will play in the All-Star game. Looked pretty good in this one. Al Horford looking good. He's got to be the MVP for Atlanta this season for sure. New York up 7. Amari. Pardon me.
Did you say MVP?
Amari said, don't forget about me. I got the big apple on my back.
Well, he's going to be able to make a case for it second half of the season. People will be watching, no doubt about that.
And some people have this guy as a rookie of the year right now.
I don't know about that, but
Who do you know that has him? Just please
you
give
know,
me
if
a
it
name.
weren't for Blake Griffin, he'd certainly be getting a lot of attention. But people have talked about his all-around game.
His all-around game is all-around good.
But not rookie of the year.
Not rookie of the year. And I love it.
Horford with a
Perfect
nice
fit guy.
move.
Yeah.
Al Horford only 12 points on the night, though. When you're a Hawks fan and you see that in the box score, you know that might be a little bit of an issue. Stoudemire again, 23 on the night for him.
Oh! Wilson Chandler.
Looks like he's getting healthy.
Yes, indeedy.
So the Knicks with a big win heading into the...
Now for the Hawks, Josh Smith had 14 points. Mike Bibby had 15 points. For the Knicks, Gallinari had 17 points in his last game as a Knick. Wilson Chandler, as his last game as a Knick as well, had 20 points. And Landry Fields, who was still a Knick, had 11 points. Keys for this game, the Hawks missed free throws. 55.6% from the line. That's not good. The Knicks shot about like 80-something percent, 81% from the line. Lack of defense. The Hawks looked a little stagnant on defense. They couldn't get it out to the perimeter against former Knick Gallinari and former Knick Wilson Chandler. Wilson Chandler was on fire. And this turned into 48% from the field for the Knicks. A key for the Knicks, they made it a track meet. They had 18 fast break points. That's great, utilizing Mike D'Antoni key offense. I always mention in most of my videos. Run and gun. Free throw percentages, of course, like I told you, the Knicks shot 81%. And I'm sorry to see Felton, Gallinari, and Chandler go, unfortunately, but that was their last game as a Knick. And also for the Hawks, I forgot to mention, Joe Johnson had a quiet 11 points. But this sums up part 1 of the Sports Block, so check out part 2.